railroad tracks. So this video begins by walking across the street to a couple of trains that are up ahead. Hello, you wonderful people. Welcome to another vlog video. And in this vlog video, I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing. Zero. But I am by some train tracks, and that was a crossway with train tracks. So I'm just gonna be looking around, and here are some big choo-choo trains. Nice sized, decent trains right there. This is a train port where trains stop and reload and all that other good stuff. Now here's a restaurant. But oh, that train right there's from Pennsylvania. That's interesting. As we walk down here further, I am gonna go over there and get a little tiny bit closer. But there's some World War II soldiers up in the window. There's a War Gardens for Victory. So I guess the women from the war would help out in any way they can. And they grew gardens and they give the fruit and vegetables to the soldiers to help in the war. That was their way of helping. One of the ways. Because there are many different ways where they helped. If you look down here, here's another railroad crossing that they made into a walkway. So as we walk across it, oh, they even have the loudspeaker on. Where's my keys? Here it is. Right here is a tribute to something. I'm not exactly sure what this thing is right over here. But I think, oh, it's for missionaries arrived from Pennsylvania. I guess. I'm not quite sure. Chief White Eyes of the Delaware tribe receive visitors from the east. Okay. Chief White Eyes. That's an Indian name. See some guys floating right up in there on their boat. And you got the eagle. You got that. And I don't know what's down here. Oh, this is a skating rink, I think. Yeah, come down here. And this is where they would have a skating rink. So I'm sure they have one during the winter. Nice. Now, I'm not a big, huge skater myself, personally. I don't know how to skate at all. But, you know, I'd probably come out here and give it a try and give it a shot. Then look at this horse right here with the wings. Oh, I almost tripped over the... Right there, sticking up. But here is the iron horse. That's kind of shaped in a train shape. But this is where they have ice skating. There is no ice on it currently, But maybe they ice it up during the winter for people to go. And also a book here. With God, all things are possible. Thing, well, I guess where they would have like bands and people playing instruments and stuff. Here's a soldier with his dog that's painted on side of this small building. Don't know exactly what this. Oh, it's just like a little small building, but a nice painting of a soldier and his dog. It's a real soldier and his real dog. That dog is freaking huge. Holy crap, that's a huge dog. Look, here's the dog looking out the window. Hey, puppy. Remember that. Oh, Bingo. This is the dog's name. Bingo. Look, Bingo's even got his own mailbox. Here's some information of what this is. A railroad yard, Pennsylvania Railroad Depot and Baggage Room. National Historic Landmark. And you look at this train right here. I mean, I like looking at trains. They got, I think these are the passengers that actually rode on this train. Just have different people that rode on the train. A lot of soldiers rode this train to war. Looks like maybe World War II era. But these trains right here, Pennsylvania train, would take these soldiers to where they need to go for war. Inside, here's another landmark. Built in 1873. And they got some people out here that are cut out that did serve in the Salvation Army and helped the war efforts from home while the men were fighting over the seas. This is what some of the women would do to help with the war. They got some cutouts here, some soldiers, some SEALs guys. Here's the back of the train, but I don't know if I'll be able to get in there at all, but we can go around here in the back. I mean, it's just a huge train. I need to zoom out so I can try to get the whole entire big train. I mean, it is just huge. There's an old-fashioned railroad stop right there. That's what they would use back in the day. I kind of like that version better than the new one that they use. And these all, I think all these trains are out of commission, meaning they are not running trains anymore. They're just here for like historical reasons and stuff. But people did drive these trains back in the day. We go back down here. The big choo-choo train. Chugga, 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 chugga. Toot, toot. And they got all these trains. There's some things over here as well. Oh, what is this? Oh, these are people who not only worked on the train, but also people who have fought in the army, and they got them all lined up right over here. I mean, you even got the car inspector, the engineer, David. They're also blaring some loud Christmas music, definitely ready for the Christmas season. They are. I don't know what this is. In honor of the boys of Denison who served in the war, who served in World War. Wow. A lot of people from this town who fought in the war. And here's another memorial to those people. For God. Well, here, if I kind of get close here to block out the sun. For God and country. Respected in honor of the men and women of Denison, Ohio, who served their country in World War II and the Korean conflict, Vietnam. And there's all the names on this plaque for a memorial. Then we come here. Here is now the majority of these trains are like roped off and blocked off. I don't necessarily know if you have to buy a ticket or not to get inside the train. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I'm just kind of just walking around, so nobody stopped me yet. So maybe I'll just play dumb if somebody comes up and say something. Oh, sir, you can't be up there. Like, oh, well, I didn't know. Oh, look, there's inside the train. Right there. Ooh. Wow, not a lot of seating. I thought there would be more seating. Oh, let's go back down. Then there's just more trains down that way. But I'm going to head back up and see what's around. If somebody yells at me, I'll just play stupid. That's the plan. But we already looked inside that train, but that door is open. I wonder if that door is supposed to be open or not. Not 100% sure, but maybe it's supposed to be closed. Maybe I can get a look inside this train as well. No, I can't climb up those stairs. Maybe I can climb up the back of the stairs. Now, I do hear that there's like a museum here that is supposedly free. So, maybe we'll take a look inside the building. Going up these stairs. I guess we can go up these stairs. I'm going up some train stairs. I don't really know if I'm supposed to be doing this, but if I get yelled at, I'm gonna play dumb. But you can't see anything anyway because they got the door shut. So let's go back down the steps. You see here, they got all the different stops that these trains would make. They would make in Allentown, which I never heard of that. New York City, Duet, never heard of that. Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Washington, D.C., Newark, and Bristol. And I think right over here on this side. Oh no, wow, they made a lot of stops in Chicago, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Dayton, Louisville, Columbus. I'm assuming Columbus, Ohio, St. Louis, and Coshocton. So these trains made a lot of stops on their journey to deliver the men to where they need to be for war. And I'm assuming that's all these trains were used for, but that's probably wrong. I'm sure they probably used, these trains for other purposes as well, just not for the war. But I'm just assuming that that's probably was the majority for what they used this for. Just to let you know that Pennsylvania Railroad operates on Eastern War time 1 hour faster than Ohio time. Westward, eastward trains. Right over there. Wow. Merry Christmas, snow. It is a nice day outside though. And there's some more trains right over there that they got. Can't get to those because it's fenced off, but Uncle Sam wants you for the U.S. Army. And here's a wagon full of Christmas presents. Probably just empty boxes that are wrapped up. Here's a Christmas garden right back in here that I found. It's kind of in between these buildings to the Candy Cane Cove. These are not paintings. These are just like photos basically. But it is a garden for Christmas. That's why Christmas is my favorite second holiday, because of the decorations and of course because of the lights and the warm fuzzy feeling that you get on Christmas morning. That's why Christmas is the second best, in my opinion, holiday. But I do like the decorations and stuff that they have out front here. Walking just back here really does get you in the mood for the Christmas season. Especially these photos right up here with the candy cane. Oh, with the snow falling down. This year I cannot wait to go and see some Christmas lights too. That's another thing I like about Christmas, is looking at the Christmas lights. Just walking down here really gets me excited for the Christmas season. So looking at the photos and such. Gingerbread man and a train. That's why they're blaring their Christmas music. They are definitely getting ready for the Christmas season. Oh yeah. Christmas. What a wonderful time. It's the most second wonderful time of the year. Here's some more photos of actual people who actually took this train. They have them on every single one train of every single person who ever rode on the train or worked on the train. Look, there's even a photo of a woman who got off of the train right there while it was operational. So some of these photos do look recent. So I guess this train didn't go out, didn't retire or go out of service until like later on in life. Because some of these do look like recent photos. Not all of them are like old time photos. Oh, that person's photo right there is falling off. I'm just kind of walking through here and just showing the different types of photos that they have and such of the different people that rode this train. See, it just goes on and on and on. Right down there. Restoration of a rare World War II hospital surgery car. Construction on the car has been supported in. Oh, so this is a hospital surgery train right here. So I guess this is one of the trains that they would put the wounded on, right? And then like take them to the nearest hospital. Fascinating. So I wonder if like anybody died on any of these trains, which I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, probably if they were wounded and if they were on this train trying to get help as the doctors were working on them, I can confidently say there's probably been some deaths on this train. Okay, well, we all know Santa Claus didn't ride on this train because Santa Claus has a sleigh. Santa Claus wouldn't need to take no train. And it just goes on and on and on. Made it to the front of the train. Shakespeare in Ohio. Gosh, these things are massive. Now, I know trains are massive, but honestly, the size of this train, the camera does not do it justice. I mean, I'm telling you, it is freaking huge. Just look how huge those wheels are. Gosh. And the camera is not doing this justice at all. I mean, this is probably the biggest train I've ever seen in my entire life. I can get a front shot of it here. Oh no, it's coming at me. Stop! Halt! You shall not pass! Lord of the Rings reference. Down. Oh, that's a painting on the wall. Let me zoom in. Right there. But yeah, Lord of the Rings reference right there. You shall not pass. And this is the biggest train I've ever seen in my entire life. No joke. I mean, just look. Again, the camera doesn't do it justice, but just to get an idea of how big this train absolutely is. I mean, look, I'll do a side by side. Look, here's little old me. And the tire is bigger than me. It's taller than me. And I'm literally standing right beside it. And on level ground. That's how big this train is. Freaking massive. The biggest train I have ever seen in my entire life. Wow. And the tire goes over my head. That's insane to me. Gosh. They do have a museum and gift shop here. So we're going to walk inside and take a look around and see what they got. Enter through here. Enter, they are open. As soon as we come in, there's a rotating. Yes, it's legal. Photos. I don't know if you gotta pay to get in here. I guess we'll find out. There's some. I do like how they have the train crossing as walkways all along the street here. But yeah, they wanted like $25 for a ticket just to go into the museum. Guys, I'm not paying $25. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it, okay? A little bit way too much for just a train museum, if you ask me, okay? But I hope they're able to find some customers who will actually pay that much to go into the museum. When I went in there, there was absolutely nobody in there. Surprise, surprise. The Holy Moly Brewing Company. This is a church that makes alcohol. Huh. Must be Catholic, right? Because don't the Catholics believe that, you know, you can drink? I'm assuming. There's a nice choo-choo train with some Christmas lights. That one's not quite working, but that one is. This is the police department. Right here, that one's working. Then look at this old time clock right here. Nice looking old time clock. Right beside the police station. And now they do have railroad tracks. I thought it was just only down there by the train museum, but no. All across this town, they have nothing but railroad tracks. There's the drummer boy, Nutcracker, and the trumpet player. Do 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 do. From Theme of Superman. Oh, see, they do have. That's the time that ice rink that I showed. That's when it opens, November 14th. But they have yet to put down any ice. So I'm assuming that sometime in the near future, before the 14th, they will actually have ice that is put down right there so people can go ice skating. They got an entire mural here, painting on the side of this wall of this entire town. And it's just fascinating artwork from the artist. I mean, just like look at all the small detail he put, and even had to paint around the real windows that just absolutely add to the realism of the painting because of the windows, of the actual real windows that look like they're like painted in there, but they really did a good job right here for these paintings. I mean, even got the guy right there painting, guy on the sidewalk sweeping in front of his store right there. That's a girl staying out there, guy getting his hair cut, some people doing some window shopping, a ladder right there on the side of the building, and a restaurant straight off to the side over here.
Are you coming with me or you go with them?
I want to show right there, people eating inside of a restaurant.
Alright, bye. Bye.
It's a nice painting. And I just wanted to show you guys. Look, there's somebody also doing something. I don't know what that person is doing. They're like leaning outside of their window. I don't know what they're doing. He has like a handkerchief or something in his mouth. Huh. Alright, I stopped off at this market. Okay, I stopped downtown at their marketplace. I got some delicious antipasta. If you guys don't know, you guys probably know what antipasta is. I love antipasta with the peppers, pepperoni, ham, 2 different type of cheeses, cheddar and Swiss. It's really good with Italian dressing poured over it. Really good. So I had to get some antipasta here at the store because anytime I see antipasta, I have to get it, guys. I have to get it. I absolutely love me some antipasta. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to be snacking on. Oh, just look at the goodness with the pepperoni, with the pepper, with the cheese, and the Italian dressing. But they never put enough Italian dressing on it for me personally. No matter where I go, it's always a lack of Italian dressing. So I'm gonna pour. I do got some Italian dressing at home, so I'm gonna pour a lot of Italian dressing on this bad boy and just eat it. Oh, yeah, I love antipasta. They're really good. But with that, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.